You do not have to have it all figured out. In fact, even if you think you do, at any moment, at any given time, things can change, things can shift, and you're right back to square one. What I'm coming to realize more and more and more every single day is that we really can only take this life, take this journey, sorry about the mowers, moment by moment, because at any time things can shift, and truly all we really have is right now. The past is just a memory, the future is just our imagination. Sure, we've experienced things as a human, but in reality we can't hold the past. We can bring it into the future if we want by repeating old patterns and old cycles. Yeah, we can do that, but do we want to? If they're serving us, yeah. If they're not, we let it go. We can change right now. In fact, the only place that we can ever make any changes is right now, in the moment. Now is all we have. There's something really comforting about that, and then also something really scary because there's so much unknown. But we don't need to view the unknown as this crazy monster. The unknown could also be this amazing, exciting adventure. Hi, I'm Julia. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you guys have watched my previous videos, you know I'm really going through such a big transition right now. I mean, I've been going through it like for a while, but ever since this... Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you looking for? See what I mean? You just never know what can happen moment to moment. Random people can show up at your door and ask if that's your car because it needs to be moved. Luckily it's not, so we can stay right here right now because I don't want to move my car. That would be annoying, low-key. But I guess what I was trying to say is I'm going through a big transition right now. I'm kind of re-finding myself again. I've been here doing this, but I think I'm entering a new chapter of it. It feels like I'm entering a new era of re-finding who I really am, becoming more authentic to who I really am. And I can see my growth and my progress because when I get myself into situations that, you know, maybe are a little questionable, or I get myself into something where I'm like, Julia, are you repeating old things? I watch myself handle them differently. I watch myself handle them better. I watch myself be more authentic and be more myself in the different situations and scenarios and circumstances that I create or attract or manifest, or whatever word you want to use for it, because honestly I think all things are one thing. So however we want to see it, we can say that. But since coming back from Philadelphia, my trip home, I have been really releasing a lot. And now that I'm back here, I have been attracted to situations and scenarios that have triggered me in ways that I thought I moved past. But I don't think I did. And the beauty of that is you don't know what you don't know. So I thought, you know, I handled certain things a certain way in the past that was really good, and maybe it was good for the time. Who knows? Maybe that was exactly how I was supposed to. In fact, I probably was. And however I handled current situations is exactly how I'm supposed to now. And I'm learning to accept that. I'm learning to be more gentle with myself. And I'm learning to be okay with not having all of this figured out and taking things moment by moment by moment. Like, I could wake up in the morning and be so sad and confused and unsure of myself and where I'm going and what I'm doing. And then throughout the day, I go through like all the emotions until I get to the end of the day and I'm like, I think I might have like let something go. I think I might have just healed something. And vice versa. Maybe part of it is just being a girl and being very emotional. And another part of it feels like growth. I feel like I'm at a place where when I do enter situations that I may have handled badly in the past, like for example, when I experience extreme anxiety where I feel like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I don't know what to do with my body. I don't know what to think. I don't, you know, I'm just getting into that crazy intense state. I would have coping mechanisms that I would go to, and they weren't so healthy for me. They would end up leading to more chaos ultimately. But now I find myself pausing instead of reacting. I find myself being like, I know this feeling. I know where this is coming from. I know what this is. And I think I might know what I can do with it. And then instead of going and reacting and doing a bunch of things, maybe stirring up chaos for other people, I began using my skills from therapy to just re-regulate. I began using breathing. I began taking myself to the beach and sitting in the sand and letting myself ground, taking myself into nature. I'm working on being more gentle and easy on myself. Because honestly, I don't think any of us truly know what we're doing. Some of us maybe, but at the same time, I don't think we can ever really know this whole picture from our small, you know, human capacity. There's so much way beyond what we can perceive as a person that we truly don't know. Oftentimes I see it as we're characters in a much bigger story. Like, you know, we're little characters on Earth's journey and Earth's story. There's so much vastness out there, and then there's also so much smallness in the microcosm within us and everything. So it's like, how can we really know? And when I remind myself of that, it's calming in a way, because it's like, how am I going to be so upset about whatever mundane thing that did or didn't happen when there is this floating rock that we live on in this vast universe? And how we're sort of a planet for all the microorganisms living within us. We're all connected. And so when we hurt, others hurt. When others hurt, we hurt, even if we don't realize it. And I know I'm going all over the place with this video. It's kind of what my content has become. It's just like a stream of consciousness that wants to come out of me, that wants to be shared, that wants to be heard, that wants to be seen, just like us. We want to be heard, seen, felt, understood. That makes me emotional, because that's what we really want, like all of us. That's just a human need. And when we don't feel like we're getting that, and we don't feel connected to life in whatever way, you know, it hurts. Even though we can feel like this, we can feel the disconnect, we're never actually disconnected. Because like I said, there's just so much connection that we can't even perceive, that we don't even know. Going back to my point as to why we don't need to have it all figured out, is because we're not writing this story on our own. Yes, we contribute, we are a part of the story, we are part of the writers of the story, but we're not the only ones. And so when we find ourselves in these situations where we don't know what to do, and we're unsure of ourselves, we're unsure of anything really, we don't have to handle it alone. We can turn to other people in our reality for support, but we can also turn to the unseen forces for support. Miracles come in all different forms, including a perspective shift. Sometimes just one perspective shift, one perspective change can literally change the trajectory of your life. Okay, so I think the mowers are getting louder and louder, so I'm just gonna wrap this up. But basically, if you're in a place where you're feeling really uncertain, you're going through some stuff right now, if you're feeling like me at all, the best thing that you can possibly do is just take things moment by moment. Check in with yourself at every moment. And don't be afraid to ask for support from others around you and the universe. Because remember, a closed mouth doesn't get fed, so if you don't ask, how will they know that you need it? Anyway, I will see you in my next video next week. I love you guys so much. Bye.